happens in a modern society is we take on very different rituals, and unfortunately in a lot of cases these become the rituals of transgression, where the boy becomes a man via breaking the law and transgressing or breaking, if you will, social codes as set out by society. These are our new rituals. This is what we do now as males in our society to prove ourselves. Rituals are all about transition.
Oh, yeah, he's caused trouble in the camp as well. And he's a virgin, he's a first-time boy on the mountain in our camp. And if you're a bad virgin, you get the chain.
That's their street.
Yeah, just fucking sit there and watch the fucking cops, sweet, eh?
Sometimes you need a space where you can just be a man. Whether that be sort of like farting in public or getting together and have a big cry about your dad being mean to you. We all need spaces. Humans need spaces where they feel secure, where they feel needed.
I'm not sure what you would call a male space, but I know what happened at Bathurst in that race weekend was a place that mostly males went to have, I guess, a good time, to vent their energy and testosterone or whatever out mainly on the motor car, and it went on every weekend, like every race weekend for many, many years until it was shut down. If that's a male space, then that's what it is. It wasn't that women weren't allowed to go there or anything like that, it's just that they probably wouldn't want to go there because it was just a place where guys took one weekend off a year, went a little bit feral, a little bit nuts, drank a lot of alcohol, and took out their energy and stuff on the car. It was all aimed at the motor vehicle, the car.
Breaks the window! Another one! Dirty!
But it's a place where you can just be yourself and act out your male urges.
Hey!
And they're criminals to a lot of people. Ned Kelly was a criminal. If Ned Kelly was alive today, would Ned Kelly be a hoon? Ned Kelly's the most celebrated individual in Australian culture. He broke the law, he was a bank robber. Why vilify one and not vilify the other? Why is a hoon doing the wrong thing, but Ned Kelly's okay? Because he, maybe the hoons wore the helmets, maybe that would solve it.
I think men need a space where they can go. The garden shed's good, but your missus can always come and interrupt you there.
The quickest, easiest, simplest thing was do a burnout, and there was always a HOON crowd around letting you know that you were accepted once you'd done it, or you were told quite clearly that you weren't welcome if you didn't.
If you want to drive across to the top of the mountain where, if you plan to camp there, the ticket, the entry is to do a burnout. It doesn't have to be a good burnout, it doesn't have to make smoke or anything, but you have to try. They're, in a way, the gatekeepers to Bathurst.
I mean, that was the whole point of the Colosseum, right? Let them go nuts for a few days, watching people hit each other and Christians getting eaten by lions and all that. And in exchange for that, they were good citizens. We're humans, we're animals. We're dirty, filthy animals most of the time.
Is this friends? Have you got this many friends?
I guess these guys are living out their war fantasies, or most of these guys have never been to battle or anything like our fathers and grandfathers have.
Every year they try, they ban alcohol, they do all the shit. Yeah. They put signs up. That's the fucking answer. That's the fucking answer that you get.
Our premise in 1999 was to build a replica interceptor, drive it unroadworthy, unregistered, across the desert, talk to anybody about Mad Max and to the locations where the Mad Max movies were made, and then ended at Bathurst, where the Mad Max subculture well and truly collided.
That's the biggest day. This is my mate's first year up here, right? And fucking he turned around and said, Mad Max. As soon as he got up the top, mate, he said,
Well, it's fucking Mad Max.
He loved it,
Mad. Why would 5 mates build an interceptor from absolutely nothing, break the law, and then drive it across the desert?
I remember Street Machine commented on the film at the time, saying that it was far more devastating than any Kennedy Miller vision. I guess that's because it was real.
It was our chance to live the Aussie schoolboy dream, and in a way Mad Max was our Easy Rider.
Dennis Hopper would have loved to have seen this.
You take the high road and I'll take the low road, and I'll be scarred, let it fall.
Mad Max, the culture of that blended also with the culture up at Bathurst, and it fused with that as well and created something unique. But it was encapsulated in a small area, and people went there specifically for that. Now, obviously the powers that be didn't like that. They've conspired against it and they've essentially pushed it off the hill. But all that's really succeeded in doing, it just rolled down the hill, it's rolled into the suburbs, it's rolled into the small towns, it's rolled into places like Bendigo.
You've got Chopper Read, you've got the Underbelly franchise. Criminality is celebrated more now in Australia than it ever has been before, which is sending a mixed message to these so-called hoons. So it's no wonder that they're out there doing burnouts in car parks. We use words like bogan, we use words like hoon. Bogan, for example, traditionally an Irish surname. The Irish have always been persecuted by the English, hence the word bogan has very negative connotations. The word hoon, negative connotations. What's its derivation? Where has it come from? I go 5k's over the speed limit, I lose demerit points. I go up to a car park, do burnouts, do doorways all night, I get my car impounded for 48 hours, $400 fine, I get my face in the paper, I get to join the HOON Hall of Fame, and I don't lose any demerit points. It's absolutely absurd.
It's going to go back to the suburbs and where it came from, and it's not just Bendigo, obviously, there's probably HOON capitals everywhere.
I mean, if Mount Panorama is getting closer to God and the V8 guys driving these cars are the semi-divine pantheons of gods, then the people going there to actually see this are most definitely on a pilgrimage, and there's a very high degree of religiosity associated with that kind of journey. When you take away someone's right to self-destruct and to let off some steam, you're denying them a really important element of their humanity and a sense of freedom.
I don't know where the fuck I am, but I'm living. What do you reckon?
Here we have a result of a dunny roll from last night. She was well and truly alight. Looks like he's burnt for a while. What's your name, sorry, mate?
Ted, mate.
Ted. Ted's got a few singed beards on his beard.
No, can I?
What do you get if you take the brain out of an abo? A fucking Kiwi.